GameStop has announced that they're going to be canceling a bunch of people's Journey Together pre-orders, but there is something interesting about this. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. You're watching the channel Dr. Applesauce 2. My name's Will. It's another beautiful day here in Texas. Hope you guys know that I love you, God loves you, that there is an awesome plan for your life. And GameStop just did something really interesting. People are getting emails from GameStop about their Journey Together pre-orders. We all know that GameStop announced that they're no longer going to be doing pre-orders, but this was after people had already placed a bunch of pre-orders for Journey Together. So a lot of folks were left wondering, well, what does that mean for my current pre-orders? Well, GameStop has just started emailing a bunch of people. So if you have a Journey Together pre-order and you pre-ordered a lot, expect to get an email. But that email says specifically, you have exceeded the number of Pokemon trading card games, Scarlet and Violet Journey Together, booster sleeve packs, or insert whatever product you have purchased. Units allowed per household. We will be canceling the additional units and shipping only up to the allowed. You will not be charged for the canceled units. We appreciate your business and patience. If you require any additional assistance, we will be more than happy to assist you. Have a great day. Your friends at GameStop.com. So there's a few things we need to understand here because yes, GameStop is canceling a bunch of these pre-orders, but there's actually a lot going into this, okay? So what I've heard is that their ability to place pre-orders for Pokemon cards at GameStop has gone away, and GameStop has put product limits on any item, and it's limited every single day. What does that mean? The limits are, if you're buying booster packs, just sleeve booster packs, you can buy 5. Now those limits are being applied to the pre-orders that have already been placed for Journey Together. So if you placed a pre-order for 20 sleeve booster packs, they're gonna cancel all of the order down to 5. They're gonna cancel 15 out of the 20, and you're only gonna have 5. And then the limits for everything else like ETBs and booster boxes and other product are 2 units per person. And then likely higher end products like the super premium collection that's coming out will likely be limited to 1. Don't have confirmation on that. It could be 2, but likely will be limited to 1. So GameStop is implementing these product limits for Pokemon cards and now retroactively placing them on the Journey Together pre-orders that were already placed. So that means if you have Journey Together pre-orders at GameStop, you very likely will be getting an email like this. And if you don't get an email like this and you go to pick up your pre-orders, you very likely will not be allowed to purchase anything outside of whatever that limit is. So for all the people on the previous video that were like, oh man, I pre-ordered 30 Journey Together ETBs, I hope I'm okay, you probably won't be okay. You'll go in to get your pre-orders and they'll let you get 2. They'll let you get your 2 booster boxes out of the 10 that you pre-ordered. And on the surface, this is some radical changes, but honestly, I think GameStop is hitting the nail on the head here. It really seems like GameStop is trying to take Pokemon TCG seriously and trying to make it as fair as possible for people to get their hands on stuff so that certain people can't wipe everything out. The ability to pre-order being eliminated and adding product limits retroactively to the pre-orders is gonna suck for the people that have pre-ordered a bunch, but it makes it fair for that so that Journey Together can actually be spread out amongst multiple GameStops and people still actually get stuff. And then adding those product limits to typical purchases on release day in general means that no one's gonna be able to camp out at GameStop anymore and wipe out a store. On top of this, GameStop managers have been told that on release days or on new product days, when you go to buy something, that they are to look up your GameStop account and see if you've purchased your limit of Pokemon cards that day. Now, it doesn't have to be a GameStop Pro account. It can be the free GameStop account associated to your phone number, but this is going to keep people from hopping from store to store to store to buy 2 ETBs, buy 2 ETBs, buy 2 ETBs, and your account, it can be the free one, is going to be observed and looked at, and if it says, oh, you already bought your limit of 2 ETBs of this product for this day at another store, they're not going to allow you to make that purchase. Now, that is going to be honestly left up to managers and employees how strict they want to enforce that. I guess we just have to hope, that your individual GameStop has employees that want to be fair and follow those specific rules. But GameStop is at least attempting to implement things to make it fair and to keep people from going around and gobbling up all the product at any given GameStop or at multiple GameStops. Now, when Journey Together comes out, I expect that there's gonna be a lot of people that go to pick up their pre-orders and think that the GameStop employees are just lying to them saying, hey, you can't pick up the rest of your pre-orders. because this has started to happen, and no, it's not really big news as of yet. Like, not a lot of people know about it. So I'm hoping this video gets around and people understand that when you go to get your Journey Together pre-orders, if you already have them, they're gonna put those limits on your pre-orders. We saw it happen in the past where a GameStop manager canceled a bunch of pre-orders from a guy's he had 10 and he canceled all 8 of them and let the guy buy 2 and then sold the 8 to his employees, you know, or that's what it looked like. So that was a little sketchy, but that could have been I don't know if that was a misunderstanding or if that was the precursor of events that led up to something like this. But it does seem like they are trying to make it more fair, that GameStop understands that people want to get their hands on Pokemon cards, and they also understand that a small amount of people are gobbling up all of the product that they're getting. So they will be canceling Journey Together pre-orders and limiting it down to what the limit is. So if you ordered 10 Journey Together ETBs, you're gonna get 8 of them canceled. You're gonna get 2. If you ordered 20 booster packs, you're gonna get it canceled down to 5. And I think this is a win. This is a win for GameStop. This is a win for people to potentially be able to actually go stand in line on release day and actually walk away with 2 ETBs, actually walk away with 2 products instead of just a few people at the front getting everything. I think it's a win. The only variable here that really we can't account for is if managers and employees are going to be faithful and if they're gonna buy up everything or not. There's really not a way to police that, and there's not a way to prove if that is or isn't happening. I think really the only thing that you can say is if your GameStop never gets Pokemon cards after this, with all these things being implemented to make it more fair for GameStops to get more Pokemon cards to be able to give to more people or to get in the hands of more people, if your GameStop's never having Pokemon cards after all of this is happening, I would be suspicious and potentially, you know, report that store. But stores should have, GameStop stores should have Pokemon cards in stock and at least be kind of fair. And now there are ways to get around the Pro account and the GameStop account, and people will figure that out. And I'm not gonna bring it up lest I be accused of, you're telling the scalpers how to get around things. There's never a perfect way to stop ne'er-do-wells and to stop people from scalping stuff and to stop employees that want to buy product and hook their homies up. There's never a way to stop that, but it does seem like GameStop's trying to make it more fair. So this is a solid W from GameStop, in my opinion, that on the surface is going to really piss a lot of people off, and a lot of people are going to be mad that their pre-orders are getting cut down from 5 ETBs to 2 or 10 boxes to 2 or whatever the case may be. But I think in the long run, this is gonna be a good thing. Let me know down in the comments below what you think, my friends. I think it's gonna be great. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. It's free for you to do that, and it really, really helps. Go watch this one next. YouTube says you'll like it a lot. And like I always say, find somebody to love and serve today and be the change you wanna see in the world. See you next time.